Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the live stream. Man, it's been a while since we've done one of these. Checking to make sure that the stream health is going to be good. It's starting though, so it should be fine. Also, open to the options. I literally just was able to get everything all updated and loaded up. And apparently, I have some new buttons I have to assign, and hopefully I do not forget where they are. So yeah, just got a few new modes because we're going to be doing the beta. Because it's a good opportunity for me to kind of really show you oh, fetch, man. This is getting really cool. It's really good to show you how this game really works. So this is going to be a good opportunity to show you what it's like. First off, I want to show you why this game is so amazing. Because even your first few minutes in the game is going to be great. And I'll be able to start from the ground. Like when you first start the game, this is, since I'm doing the beta, it's like I'm having a brand new campaign. The differences I'll explain a little bit, but ultimately, like, if you were to go buy this game today and start playing it, this is the experience you would have. So I'm going to do that. Just going to kind of gonna use some of these buttons. Set up some of these buttons. Next page, previous page. Okay, can I do page up and page down? That makes a lot of sense. And then full spectrum scanning. Oh, fetch, man. Oh my gosh. There's so many buttons. I didn't realize I was gonna do so many buttons. Okay. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know if I'll use any of this stuff, so maybe I won't assign it. Current signal, that'll be a good one to do.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Complete. Frameshift drive charging. Complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, fetch. Oh no! I'm an idiot! I'm so sorry. How did that happen? I've been talking this whole time. I swear I unchecked that. I'm stupid. Oh no! I'm so stupid. When did that happen? It must have happened when I was clicking on something else. Oh. I'm a failure. I've been talking so long and I'm a failure. Why? Why do I even think I could do YouTube? Honestly. Yeah, I'm so sorry, dudes. Oh, man. Oh, I've been talking so much. I did so much. I gotta say it all over again. I'm gonna forget stuff. Well, here's the thing. Yes, welcome to the world of living. Thank you. The best part is the sound quality in this game is fantastic, so I'm kind of glad you guys got to just listen to a little bit of it. So, alright. Gosh, what am I doing? I'm going to try and show you guys some beautiful stuff out of the game. Right now, I've been hitting nothing but really boring star systems, and so I'm going to hop into one. If I can find one that has some interesting stuff to look at, I'm going to show you. There's a lot of new features in this game that I haven't actually experimented with much yet, so I'm curious to see how it all will work. So I'm just gonna be bumbling. But the thing I'm really excited about right now is the lighting system. Like, this game already was beautiful, but it's even more beautiful. The depth of color I can already tell in the nebula that you can see on the screen, the red eye nebula. The depth of color is so much more profound now. Gosh darn it, all these boring systems, literally. I don't know why it spawned me out here. Oh yeah, that's right. This isn't where I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to start a whole new game. Yeah, they've upgraded the discovery system, they've upgraded the lighting system. This is the beta, so this will roll out to the main game soon. But this is my first experience with the beta. I wanted to share it with you guys. And like I said like twice before already, because I was muted, I assumed, because in previous betas, when you started the beta, you started off like at the beginning as if you're starting a brand new game. And I thought that's what we were going to be doing. But I'm not. I'm in my own show. Oh, bright. Oh, man, those stars, they jump out at you. One of the scariest things is when you go through a star with like a binary star system and you jump out like with a star in your face. It makes you want to, like, it makes you feel like you're going to die. Oh, but look how, like, it's so gorgeous. This game. Visuals and stuff alone. Yeah, play this thing. Oh my gosh, yeah. I wish I had a VR. I wish my computer could handle VR. Oh, darn it. It's only single stars. I'm just being so boring. Oh, wait. Hang on. Wait a second. I just realized something. The new scanning system. The new scanning system might be preventing me from seeing things like I normally do. How do I enter scan mode? Whoa. Pressing not bound will identify analysis. Okay, pressing not bound. Okay. Okay. Why is it not moving? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to bind some stuff apparently. I need space bar to move. At this point, you will be presented with the system's orbital plan. Means still the bodies you're looking for will be located near this plane. As you move around the system, not bound, will notice highlight areas, these signals. Investigate to locate the source of the signal. Okay. You can tune into these signals and filter signal analysis bar, not bound. Crap, I should have bound everything before I did this. Turning into the correct region of the bar is essential when trying to locate the source of signal feeds in the system. The more intense the signals you're looking for, the further to the right the bar you will tune. Larger objects such as gas giants have more intense signals, while small objects such as USSs are much less intense. When tuning a filter analysis, a pattern will appear. These patterns represent the kind of signals that can be found in this region in the filter analysis. Oh, it's like freaking science. As you get closer to the signal field, you'll notice the pattern of the FSS reticule. If you are not correctly tuned into the signal, these waveforms will appear scattered, random. If you are very far from the correct tuning area, these waveforms will not appear at all. When tuned correctly, the pattern will match those appearing above the filters. They will be symmetrical and point towards the origin of the signal. When you get close enough to the signal, a circular marker will appear. If the marker is a dotted circle, you are not currently tuned to the signal. Once tuned, the marker will turn. Pointing at this marker and pressing not bound will zoom in, which will either locate the origin of the signal or, in more congested systems, will zoom into a secondary level, allowing you to continue your search for the signal. The process could occur using the required zooming multiple times. Your current zoom level is shown at the left of the screen, so you can zoom up by pressing not bound. If two signals are close together, you can separate them by using step zoom, bound or not. I wish I could have figured all this out before. Once you find the origin, you can target the signal using numpad to exit, zoom out by pressing not bound. Well, great. How about we try and bind some of that now? I don't even know what buttons to do. Maybe I could just do this later. I don't know. I don't think this is a boring thing to try and figure out. Oh, right. I have to bind something though because I can't leave until I bind something. Because I'm an idiot. How do we... Okay, so at least leaving. Well, hang on. Can I... No, I don't want that to be... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so the buttons in this are different. Oh wait. No, I want that to be that. Okay. Camera pitch. Pitch is up and down. There. Wait. That to your left. And target. I want to change that to I want to pick something that control. That'll work. Okay, let's apply that. Let's see. If that doesn't fix it, I'm gonna skip this whole thing. Nope. Stupid. I'm sorry. This is what you guys come for, right? Live binding. No. I to bind to escape. I tried to do that, but that like takes you out of that. So I had to pick something else. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. This search system might not have anything in it. It doesn't look like it. Okay. There's one body, signals detected 4. Gotcha. Oh, water worlds? There's a water world here? Oh, there's something. Alright, how did the tuning go? Where's the tuning? Ah, fetch. Did I not do the tuning? Oh, so boring. Wait, tuning? I have it, so E and Q. Oh, why wasn't it doing anything? Oh, there we go. Oh, degraded missions. That's what that is. Okay. Ooh, there's something. Fascinating. Another degraded emissions. Interesting. Okay, so like it's the different frequencies that mean different things, and like it lets you know if you have something on the spectrum. Okay, okay, okay. I can get behind this now. Okay, so sorry, Justin, I was really caught up in my stuff. How do I prefer to play? Honestly, I prefer exploration. I think if anything, I have my business, my in-game business, which is a tourist guide. Because I like being able to go and see cool things, but I getting paid to do it, besides just the discovery. Although that can be very stressful. See, and now I can see that's a degraded mission. That's one of the things I discovered. Discovery actually challenges doing now. Yeah, exactly. That's what they want to do. They want to make exploration, like, really matter. So you can't just, like, jump in, scan, and boom, go out. Jump in, scan, boom, go out. Now it's actually, like, you have to go in, you have to work for it. And then if you want to get closer, like, planets, you also get to scan those. In more in depth, like you have to go to them and scan them, and but then you can see everything on them, including like interesting places. So now, if you want to go find one of those ancient alien sites, you can just go and scan the planet, and it'll tell you exactly where they are. And then if I signal, what could that be? All right, so I'm gonna scoop real quick. I'm guessing that's like it used to be. I'd see a signal like that. And I could just click that, and it would like automatically tell me what it is. Okay, like degraded missions, because I'm close enough. I can like I don't have to scan for it. All right, I'm 8 jumps from. I'm probably close to the bubble, if not in the bubble now. But the bubble is the term we use for like this is where humans are. Huh. Well, you know what? Maybe we should check this place out. So it's not giving me a... Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Just a bunch of gun articles once you do play, but I haven't played in months. Yeah, I think the game's gonna get more interesting with this update, at least for me. I'm also gonna show some of the Thargoid stuff if you haven't seen that. That's why I shouldn't waste time with this. I really want to show you some Thargoid stuff before we go. I'm not gonna fight them. I'm not a combat person, but there is something I can do. And I want to show you that, because if you haven't seen the attacked starports, that's something you gotta see. It's one of the most amazing game experiences I've ever had. And I'm so close to the bubble, and once we get to the bubble, it should be a quick few jumps to get to where I need to go for that. So right now I'm just going to get to the Cubeo system, and then I'll probably dock just so I have a new save point, because right now I think if I died for some reason I would be sent to Colonia, and then I wouldn't have anything to show you. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's some planets and stuff. So maybe if there's like a ringed world here, we'll probably stop and check it out first. I'm also guessing I don't have to scan this because it's probably officially in the bubble, which means that it's been well documented. Alright, what is in this system? Oh, no ring worlds. We're moving on.
Frameshift drive charging.
But look at the stars even. Like the stars, you can tell just by looking around like a bit better the colors that they are. Oh, so pretty. First I have rescued dozens of people from the break space, but I've been scanning through Thargoids but not attacks. Yeah, same here. Although if you get the new, if you get the new Guardian tech, they don't just scan you anymore, because that's what they're like looking for. And so if you have some of the new Guardian upgrades, well, they're effective against Thargoids, but now then they get super aggressive against you. Alright, let's get on with it. I don't think I have too many more jumps to Cubeo. Okay, so out of curiosity, so of you guys who are watching who play Elite, who do you tend to be more allied with? Empire, Federation, Alliance, or are you just tend to see yourself as a freelancer? I want to see some of your answers before I say what I tend to think. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have a soda. Here's the beautiful sound of a soda can opening. Ah, yes. There's some ASMR for you folks. I need this break. You with Empire, because you like their ships. I've been on the jump ship. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Oh, you see, I don't know. I didn't spend very much time doing ranks at all, so like I'm super behind. I tend to stick with Empire, but I think the concept of the Empire is cooler, and most of their ships I like more. The only way I have to agree, I disagree though, is I do think the Corvette is the best like end game ship. I actually think I like the Anaconda a lot, and I got it specifically because I like how it's well balanced, and I can kind of make it whatever I want. But the Corvette looks gorgeous, just like a real Corvette.
Frameshift drive charging.
I also someday want to get one of those new voice packs, like, because I mean I like the standard one that comes with it, but I'd like to get something with like a British accent, like a different British accent, because they have like less roboty sounding voices, and I like that. But yeah, no, this game is beautiful, and like this thing, like I suck at combat too, which is probably another reason why I don't like it. It's like it can be kind of fun, but I have to be like I have to have the upper hand. I suck at like actual like fights. One sec, I'm gonna finish scooping and then I'm gonna address your recent comment because I actually agree with you. Okay, so you say I get to worry about endgame ships. Here's the thing, you really don't need to. I remember watching all the big ships because I was like, oh, they look like so cool. You can put all the stuff in there. Having had an Anaconda now for like a year, it's not all that cracked up to be. I still love flying in my my Asp Explorer. It's probably my favorite ship so far, just because it feels so smooth, it's so jumpy. I was able to do some really good missions with it. The reason why I'm in my Anaconda, honestly, was because I was trying to do a super job. I was taking 4 groups of highly rich, highly influential tourists. Oh, hello, 2-star system. Oh, you always scare the crap out of me, and I don't think I'm getting any fuel from this star. I have to get it from your neighbor. Yeah, so I had 2 stars. Colder star and a nice toasty star over here. Let's see if I can scoop this one. Yep, I can scoop this one. So some stars just don't give off enough, or like the right type of stuff needed to really use the fuel scoops properly. Are you degraded emissions? I'm just curious. Degraded emissions. I don't need to care about degraded emissions. Let's continue on our way.
Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive. It's framed, but Astro Explorer 2, honestly, I was just planning for Grand Cheeseman made a collector, which is why I don't think I'll ever have enough money for the bigger ships. Yeah, getting collector is really tough if you don't have all of them. I guess the best way to get all of them is to pay attention for like the times when there's just like a little hiccup in the gaming system. Like there'll be exploits that pop up every once in a while that'll let you get a lot of money really quickly, but they usually try and slash those because the whole point is to have the journey. You know, you're supposed to take your time and earn it. And I think I only own 6 ships, so I don't have a ton. I tried to make a couple combat ships. I end up using like once or twice. And then I just usually go between my Asp and my Anaconda. Anaconda for size, especially if I'm doing like, if I decide I sometimes dabble in some trade, and I'll use my Anaconda for that. This was my first real big push to try and use my Conda for tourism, and it was interesting. Oh, there's a water world with a star support. Let's just move on. I can easily find some other system that have more in it. But yeah, no, Asp Explorer, if you ever want to just go out to into the galaxy and just explore and look around, the Asp Explorer is highly recommended. Apparently there's the oh shoot, what's it called? It looks like a small federal dropship. It's something Explorer. Diamondback Explorer. I hear that's pretty good, but I like the feel of the Asp more personally, and it's a little bigger, so I can have better fuel scoops in it. Alright, we're at Cubeo. I'll go land at the station, and then we're gonna go and take a quick tour. Although it seems like of the people who are here watching, it seems that like at least half of us have played this game. I only played 250 hours. Here, Mr. Moneybags. Yeah, the Anaconda was freaking ridiculous. I put an embarrassing amount of hours into this game. Honestly, I haven't checked in a while. Because I play it so intermittently now. Like, because I have gotten kind of to a point where, like, unless I wasn't compulsively wanting to collect all the ships, I don't really have much I want to spend my money on. So now when oh, hello, Brightstar. So now if I play, I tend to play simply because I want to experience, like, the sights. Or, like, look at what's happening. And there's always times where it's just like, well, you know, there's not really much going on anymore. I've got all these other games I want to play. Adelman Station. So I'm going to go dock at the station just so I have a save point. So I don't, like, if I die, I don't get, like, horribly thrown into out of whack. And plus you can see docking of a stage port if you've never seen this game before. Oh, there's the return of Wild Romance. Have you changed your name? I thought you were something different last time. But you're like, now you're Catone? I don't know. Wild Romance. Well, you could romance the stars if you want to. Very lonely up here in a spaceship when you travel so far from home. Oh, fetch. I don't want to slam into the planet. We're gonna have to slingshot. We're gonna have to slingshot because I'm coming in way too fast. Yeah, it is funny because unlike driving a car, it's very easy to speed when you're traveling several times the speed of light. It's just always the loop of shame. It's not the loop of shame. It's the loop of shame. To be fair, I'm spending half my time looking at the chat, but yeah, no, I'm not the best flyer. I don't know if you can't tell yet or not. Oh yeah, that's the other thing though. Like the one reason why having my Anaconda is going to be great is I do have a Starfighter, and so when we do go for a tour, oh man, I'll be able to give you guys the good sights. Let me see. Do I have my friend with me? Probably shouldn't be looking at that one. I'm trying to dock. Cubeo looks nice. Like it looks like it used to just kind of look like a snowball. Now it looks like a cloudy snowball. By the way, this is the headquarters of my faction. Wild Romance. I still haven't played that. I don't know. I think I tried looking for it and I couldn't think of anything. I don't know if you can drop a link in this chat or something, but if you put it in somewhere, maybe in a comment on one of my videos, I'll give it a look, assuming it doesn't lead me to freaking, I don't know, Virus Town. Alright, almost there. And we're close enough. Safe drop. Hello, Starport. Alright, so contact Alma Station. Request docking.
Docking request approved. Set course for landing pad 204.
The buttons were moved a little bit there. It's like I don't have muscle memory like getting them to say let me in, but they've moved the buttons a little bit. There we go. That's the downside to being in the Anaconda though, is like the cabin doesn't have the best of views. The Asp you get like almost like full 180-degree vision, and it's awesome. I'm gonna need to slow down a bit. I'm a big boat, and so it can be tricky to get into the mail slot without hitting anything. Luckily, because I'm so large and in charge, I have the right of way. What is that? Oh, there's a little Sidewinder. That's the ship you start out in when you first get, like, the free ship you start with. Actually, it's not free, it's on loan. Oh, I better not have anything in my cargo that's illegal. I'll be in trouble. I didn't check, and that's gotten me in trouble before. Alright, 24. There I am. Put that in landing gear. This game is so awesome, but like it can be a pain in the butt if you don't like micromanaging or piloting. You can get a automatic docking computer, you know, if you're a chump and aren't willing to like learn how to do it properly. But it is hard. I don't like. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. There we go. Luckily, I don't have to get it very perfectly. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. Thank goodness though. Like I've actually like. Oh no, that's what I keep forgetting. It's not that I forget I have illegal cargo. It's I forget I have valuable cargo to sell. Like, wait, how do I? This is the buy stuff. Where's the selling? I think I have something in my cargo to sell. I honestly haven't done it in so long. I can't remember. Oh yeah, sell. I've got. Oh, that's fuel. Damn, that's actually new. I don't think. Interesting. I don't remember how to see where like what you can sell. I know there's a way you could just like see it really quickly. Well, I don't know if I have time for that. Alright. So we shall probably just depart. I will pick myself a place for us to go. I want to see, like, so we've talked, I mentioned, so they're repairing. Where is there one that's under attack? Oh. Aww, well, that's too bad. Well, I guess it's kind of good, because it means there's not people dying, but, like, there's nothing to repair, or to, like, actually repair. Not, like, they just need, like, supplies at this rate, so. We'll see if we can find somewhere fun to fly around. Like, you think I'd learn to, like, bookmark some sites that are, like, really pretty. I think I've bookmarked a few, but most of them are, like, super freaking far away. Why are there no system maps available? Oh, that's my path I came in on. Alright, well, that's fine. I keep hitting exit when I don't mean to. Such a well thought out. Like, this obviously was such a great idea. Jeez. Let me see where I do want to go, if there is anywhere I want to go. I kind of just want to pick a place and head towards it and see if I find anything interesting along the way. I got permits. Oh, I didn't get the Seoul permit though. I can't go to Seoul yet. Surprisingly, I had almost made it this way. Yeah, I don't have a Seoul permit. Well, Alpha. That's not what I intended. Why is the Alpha way over there? Yeah. Where's Sol? I'm gonna pick something close to Sol. Like a star, like, I want to pick Alpha Centauri. But I'm having, oh, there it is, there it is. Let's go visit Alpha Centauri, or at least we'll head on our way, and if I see something interesting, we'll get there. Yeah, this is gonna be just a good exploration of what is going on. Oh, whoa, whoa. Calm down.
You may proceed when ready.
The concept of living in space, though, inspires me so much. Like, this is one of the better depictions of it because, like it's not like we're gonna go to space and like suddenly become like Next Generation Star Trek, where like we're just like everyone's happily working together, trying to like keep the universe from blowing up. You've always had a soul permit. Oh no, all you have to do is get like a couple ranks in Federation, and you can get a soul permit. For some reason, I just have not quite gotten to that point yet. I keep getting distracted every time I try. I want to get it though because I want to go see Earth in the game.
Landing gear retracted.
It really wouldn't be that hard to do.
Warning, you are trespassing in a secured docking facility.
You get mad at me because I'm too slow to get my fat bottom out of that ship in time. Alright, let's get out of here. Get away from the mass lock where I'm just too close. What's in my inventory anyway? You can get in trouble for ditching inventory too early, so you gotta be careful. Small survey data cache. I don't really care about that. So once I get away, far enough away, I'll just drop that. Actually, I'll jump and drop it at the sun. Because last time I tried dropping cargo, I just didn't want. I got mad at me. But like, you also gotta be careful because I have something decently valuable. I mean, it's not really all that much. Oh wait, hang on.
3, 2, 1.
I wonder why that's happening. It's saying that you guys are not getting a lot of good stream. Alright, I'm gonna take a pause and see if we can fix that. So let me get to a good spot.
Fuel scooping.
By the way, Freezong, if you can hear me, actually I'll wait until I know you guys can hear me because it's pointless to talk to you guys if I don't know if you're there.
Fuel scooping complete.
I haven't seen anything in chat, so like let me know. Is stream crap for you guys? Like what's happening over there? No, I don't want to. So what is the issue? Okay. Okay, well, because YouTube is still telling me that it's, like, not healthy this very second. Let's see if I can... See, like, I want to be able to, like, I could change the way it's broadcasting, but it's only... but it won't, I'd have to shut it down, change some settings, and come back in. Alright, I might actually do that real quick. So, hold on for a sec. I will be right back. Yeah, so the frames... Alright, 1 second. Okay, So I should be streaming now. Maybe. Is it working? Let me see. Let's see. So I'm gonna watch the screen. Alright, it looks like it's responding. Hey, there I am. Okay, so I just dropped the resolution. I was streaming at full resolution. Maybe that was causing a bit of the problem. It is a kind of very pretty, like, visual game. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it was chugging because of that. Let's see what we can find. Thank you guys. Hopefully it doesn't look terrible. Let me know if it still does the chugging, because yeah, like, on my end, it's crystal clear and beautifully smooth. There might be like a stutter just as I go into war, but that's pretty much it. And like the stutter is pretty minimal.
Fuel scooping.
Alright. So you guys still with me?
Complete.
Think so. Like, I'm just gonna say you are until you say otherwise. Ooh, that's a very big one. Not quite what I want to look to. Okay, good. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you just giving me a little, like, a bit of an update. Live streams are, like, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe you just get used to it when you do it, but I still get like about it because I find it also freaky.
3, 2, 1.
Oh man, like you've got to admit though, this game is freaking gorgeous. I don't care who you are. But it's also space. Space is amazing. It's like there's always those stupid remixes of people like where they take YouTubers and like change like some of the things they say into a song. Most of them are dumb. But there's one in particular I absolutely love. It's Markiplier's Space is Cool. Cause he plays like Universe Simulator or something, or the universe like it's kind of like having a planetarium in your computer. And Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars is good. That's what. Sorry, that's what Catone is saying. But anyway, I love that because I agree. Like the whole episode, he just kept saying like, "Oh, it's so cool, so cool." I'm the same way. I'm such a nerd about this stuff, and it's absolutely wonderful. I really hope we get to do it someday. I hope we don't have to run into anything like the beta, and I hope that we eventually get to go see the stars as a species. I mean, I'll be lucky if I get to see like a freaking Mars colony. I'd be so stoked if we got to do a Mars colony. I kind of wish I could go do it, but like, there's no way. Besides, my wife actually told me. I actually seriously talked to her about this subject because I was like, if they actually gave us a chance, would you come with me to Mars? And she's just like, no. She's like, I'll go to Japan, I'll go to Ireland, I'll go anywhere pretty much on this planet. But she's just like, going off the planet's a little too much.
Scooping complete.
I believe it's time to up NASA's budget. I wish we freaking could. Goodness knows there's not much else we could do worse with that money. I mean, I don't know. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we like could somehow guarantee we'd never have to go to war, and we could just put all that budget towards science and exploration? Like, wouldn't that be amazing? It's never gonna happen, but I can dream.
4, 3.
Cause I'm so tired. It sucks that we always end up seeing people killing each other over silly things. But I guess it's just kind of part of the human experience, and I wouldn't change humanity. Like, I'd never want to like change us fundamentally because we are so wonderful the way we are, despite the fact that we're stupid sometimes. That's the thing. I think that's why this game is so great to me, and why I like space stuff. It's always so great to me because it makes me feel like, it makes me want to believe, and that there's a future for us, and that we aren't going to somehow kill ourselves and make it all pointless. Oh dang, that thing's big too. I'd like to believe that. I'm glad you agree. It would be fantastic. You'd go to Mars, yeah. So like, cause that's the thing. Is like, if I were single, and well, first off, there was that Mars One program. I don't know if you ever saw that. I actually did a whole report on it in college, and I went from like, yeah, they're gonna go to Mars to, I don't think they're going to Mars, to, holy crap, if they even tried to go to Mars, they'd just kill everybody. Like people joked about the fact they would be killing them, but no, they would flat out just be killing them. It was so bad. Oh my freaking gosh, we found a pulsar. I did not even know this was here. Oh, gotta be careful, 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 gotta be careful. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well. Gentlemen. I think we have this is great and terrible. Great because it's an awesome opportunity. Terrible because it is probably going to kill us. But you know what? As long as I don't accidentally kill my own ship. Oh wait, super cruise. Okay, I can slow down.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. Okay. Slow down. Now I really probably can't get myself killed.
Fighter deployment sequence initiated.
All right. I got wrecked by one of them too. Alright. Look at that sucker. Oh, it's so bright. There we go. Oh man. It's just like, it's not real. But you know what's really crazy? It's not real. But at the same time, it is real. This is a simulation. But this is something that literally exists in space. It's a core of a star. It's so dense, it's not even actual matter anymore. It's just like effectively neutrons. And it's spinning so fast that it's vaporizing matter and spitting it out in its basest forms in giant columns that would strip the planet of all life in a second if we ever went through one of them. The star in the core of that bright light, which I've never seen this beautiful before. This is the new lighting system. The core of that star, that star, the whole star, is likely no bigger than the moon. But it weighs probably more than 100 of our stars. And this is real. These are real things in space that we study through telescopes. And someday, maybe if we're really lucky, humans will actually be able to go visit one. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can do with one of these. I can't get too close to them. I could try and supercharge yourself. Like if you catch yourself in some of the tail winds. Oh, I'd love to be an astronomy teacher. You have no idea. Why do I sound like your ex? Was she an astronomy teacher? But in the game, you actually can, if you get yourself inside the stream, it'll start knocking you around. But it'll supercharge your jump drive so you can jump really far. If I weren't in my Anaconda, I'd absolutely show you. But if I mess it up, I'd die, and it'd cost a lot of money. So maybe next week I'll jump into this again. I'll definitely do next week if I get to. If I decide to do this in another stream, I'll jump in my ass, but I'll do more risky stuff. But for now... Oh, hang on. I'm like losing my ship behind. I'm sorry about that. My ship's on autopilot trying to fly back to me. So I'm going to try and dock with it again. Because we need to move on. Because there's more stuff I'd like to just look around with the new lighting system. But no, I love this stuff. Okay, slow down. Oh.
Fighter retrieval sequence initiated.
Alright, so now it's gonna try, it's opening its hangar, like, automatically. Now I'm gonna fly into that space. Not too fast. A little slower than this. My fighter's really fast. It may not feel like it, but that's because space is big. But in reality, my fighter's very, very quick.
Fighter docking sequence
There we go.
initiated.
All you have to do is kind of get inside there. Like it's so fun being able to do this stuff. Okay. Now we will not die and kill ourselves by flying into that thing. But like I said, next week if I jump into an asp, I will absolutely take us through that just so you can see it and hear it, because it sounds terrifying. And I wouldn't feel too bad if I lost that ship. If I lose this ship, it's freaking expensive. But, oh, I actually was getting a little too close to the star. I'm lucky it let me jump. It was actually about to start giving me some big warnings. Oh, hopefully I can fuel up at this next star because I am under half. But yeah, no, it's true, like, I love this stuff.
Critical.
Oh, temperature, no, it's not critical anymore.
Fuel scoping.
Yeah, I was getting too close to that pulsar. It was, my ship was not very happy about that. Black holes are even more terrifying. I showed a little bit about the black holes in one of my videos, but we'll have to go visit one of those. Those are harder to find though, just, like, at least in the bubble. Let's see, before I leave this system, let's see if there's anything interesting here. Pulsars and white dwarfs don't typically have very much interesting around them because they're just too violent to have very many planets. Ooh, how far away is that though? Oh no, we're not flying that far. That would literally take like 10 minutes to get to.
Frameshift drive charging.
But we're gonna go get some rings, because I've heard they're great. We need another space-based visual novel. Ooh, actually, have you watched my playthrough of Palinarium? It was way back, like, before Science Gate. It was really short. I think it was only 5 episodes long. And it was free. It was free, by a company called Watercress, who actually just published something else. I'm probably gonna throw that onto my Friday schedule, just because it'll probably be short and interesting. Because they did great work with it, but it's a space story. It's really good. But you want a space-based Yuri romance BN where the characters live light years apart but there's space travel. That would be really cool. And like, I'd be good with Yuri or standard. I don't really care, but like, and like a fun, like, space-based story. And like, I don't know. I think something like, it sounds super cheesy, but I kind of want to do some more like, what do you call, how do I even phrase like what I want to call this? Like, serious dating sims? Like, oh yeah, I'm glad I told you about that one. It's like, it's really short, but it's but especially for a free one, it's such a good story. Wolf 359. Oh, that's funny. Wolf 359 is an interesting, if you're a Star Trek buff, that's actually a very interesting location. But so like we'll go there because like I'm right now I'm on a quest for some like ringed planets. We're gonna go check those out, but hopefully we don't have to travel too far. Wolf 359. Yeah, it's a site of the first real Borg attack in Star Trek, which was one of the coolest episodes. Talking about that kind of thing. But yeah, no. Yeah, I like the dating sims. Like, I want more dating sims, or at least something that has like kind of like the romance, but specifically the one where like your choices affect it. I've always loved that. Like. Sometimes you can feel like people are like, oh, so like, dude, or whatever. It's like, I don't know. I love the thrill and the idea of like trying to like getting to know a character that's totally not real, but like pretending it's real. Like pretending like if I were actually trying to meet somebody, or like if this was a real person and I was actually there, what would I do? Like, I love just asking that question. I mean, did I ever tell you guys how I got started with all of this? Like, my quest to visual novels is a very interesting one. Because like a key games, like throw in a couple examples of key games, because I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not too sure if off the top of my head I'm thinking about it. I don't know, like, but I like, and then this is like, okay, summary. I like dating sims. Oh, Clannad, I'd love to play Clannad, but I can't do videos of Clannad, sadly, but I'd love to play through that one. But yeah, I love the idea of the dating sims, but I love the ones that are more serious. Like, I hate it when they're so focused on, like, the sex and the fan, what do you call it? Shoot. Fan service. I'm so stupid. Like, if the fan service and, like, just making the girls pretty and sex objects is the focus, I hate that. And sadly, a lot of dating sims are like that. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them. But I love, like, the Ace Academy. Such a good example of, like, where you get to choose, like, a romance option based, and being able to focus on, like, who they are, and, like, oh, who would I actually think I get along with, and, like, why, and how interesting is art, like, would everyone be, and, like, I just love asking myself those questions. But yeah, and it's just, and that's my personal taste, but like, I don't know, it's just, how to explain this? It's like, I already do that in my, like, real life, in a way. I don't know, it just sounds crazy, but like, have you ever, like wondered, like, what if your life had been different? Like, what would have happened? Or do you go through scenarios in your head where you think about, like, conversations you'd have if you could, like, meet certain people? Like Einstein, or, I don't know, Leroy Jenkins. I don't know, I've been thinking about him recently just because I saw a video that was highlighting it, so, like, I'd love to ask him, like, was that staged? I think it was, but, like, you know, I'd love to go through the source. Like, I just love imagining myself being in those types of situations. Because it feels like alive in my mind, in a way. Ooh, this star's really pretty. I wonder what this one's gonna be. Oh, it's very bright! Doesn't look like there's many planets in this system, but man, is that star pretty. But anyway, I was getting into a whole, like, where did I even start? Like, how did I find visual novels as a medium to begin with? Because it's not a common thing to just stumble upon. Ooh, that star's really big. Let's see what, like, alright. Class A star, it's hot white bluish. Solar mass, okay, so it has the mass of 2.5 of the stars, like, the one we have. Oh, it's very big. And that means it's a very small little white star. Yeah, this one's like 3/4 the size of our star. Fascinating. You can find some really big ones if you, like, know where to look. I wonder what this one's gonna be. Let's find out what that system is. But I found, but maybe I'm probably but I like Ace more than Crystalline, at least so far. I have to agree with you. Ace really captured my heart. Crystalline is beautiful. I love the technical achievement that it was so far. But Ace really kind of grabbed me by the heart and yanked me along. And so I definitely agree that Ace had a spirit of adventure to it. Crystalline is pretty fun, but so far I've been a little disappointed in how little I get to participate in the game. Like, I get to take, so far it feels like most of my choices revolve around, like, who I see when, and not so much about, like, how I actually want to interact with characters. And like I said, I think it's because that story is linear. And perhaps they're doing the linear story because right now they're struggling with how do they continue Ace Academy. Because they've decided they're going to, and they're going to have to do a specific story for each of the endings from Ace Academy. And that's cool, but I understand that the undertaking that's going to involve some good planets, but not the ones I'm interested in. But the undertaking that's involved in that it's going to be so massive an undertaking and such a hard thing to really pull off well. Whoa. Did not want to go that far. Oh, this map. It's a 3-dimensional map, and that means it's very hard to control with all the 4 buttons. LHS, one's 1963. Let's see where that one takes us. I'm going to find us some rings, dang it.
Charging.
Oh, you didn't know about that. Okay, actually, it's coming out in December. It's called Kaori After Story. So the premise is that it's going to be a short visual novel with the assumption of you romanced with Kaori and like kind of what happened after that, after the end of the game. I don't know how in-depth it's going to be. I don't know what exactly it's going to entail. I do know that you meet her family, and she has sisters that are twins, and they sound like they're hilarious. I'm definitely going to play it. I don't know if I'll cover it on the channel, though, because they're going to be making the other ones for the other girls, and so I kind of want to wait, and I want to do the Yuna route, because that's the one I put on my channel. So I want to do the Yuna After Story, and once again, leave something for everyone else to explore. But yeah. No, definitely. Check out. Yeah, that's Tsundere Sim. It should be pretty fun. If you check out their, yes, we have rings. Oh, now which one do we want to go to? One really big, 2000. Oh wow, that one's super close. That means it's super close to the star. That might be almost too bright. Let's pick one of these further out ones. Yeah, let's do this one. Yeah, no, so it should be fantastic, and the order they're doing the after stories in, it was voted on by their Patreon. But if you go to their Patreon page, you can see like the trailer for it. I think it's on their YouTube page too, but I'm not sure. I usually try and follow YouTube pages of groups that I like want to watch, like Pixel Fade, but I don't remember seeing it pop up in my feed. But yeah, that game releases December 3rd, so. I mean, if you want to get yourself a quick little Christmas present, Justin, by all means. It'll be a good choice. Hey, how am I going to be? I keep distracting myself. I'm sorry. So I'm going to focus now. It all started back in my 3rd grade. VNs obviously aren't really a thing in the United States. Not, like, originally especially. And this wasn't that long ago, but it was a while ago. But this all started because I won a reading competition. In 3rd grade, I'd read through like 3 Harry Potter books, and like, sorry, I'm reading what Free Zorg is saying real quick. They were released outside Japan. They had a driving segment. I wish I could remember what it's called. Drive on or something. Sounds interesting. So anyway, I won this reading challenge. Where like they're like, oh, like read so many words in a month, and you know, like if you like do well, you get a prize or whatever. And I'm a nerd, so like of course I was like, yeah, sure. Plus I loved Harry Potter, so I was reading those books like crazy anyway. So I easily won what the requirements of this competition were. Ooh, real quick, I better drop cargo. There we go. I don't want anyone trying to rob me while I'm here. That's a lucky jerk. I was forced to read. I just exceeded expectations at reading, so they didn't really bug me about it. They were just like, oh, well, you read enough, so you're fine. But I was definitely compelled to read, too. I just never bothered to be complaining about it. But I won this competition, and what do you think? What do you think? There's a competition for reading? So the prize is a free book, which, you know, I actually was kind of sad about, especially because by the time I like found out that I could get a free book, ooh, these rings are really thin, like you can barely see them. But by the time I found out, like everyone had already picked their prizes, who was gonna get their prizes pretty much, so I like had almost nothing left to pick, and I was like, well, these all look really boring. And then I saw a Goosebumps book, and I was like, well, it's been a long time. It's been a while since I've read a Goosebumps book. Maybe this one would be okay. Like, most of them I found them kind of boring too. So I was like, oh, well, I'll give this one a try. Turned out when I got home, it was not a normal book. It was something called, like, Reader Beware, You Choose the Scare. And effectively, it was a visual novel for kids. Because while it didn't really have pictures, the concept was the same, where like you would pick up the book, you'd read it, and at the bottom it would tell you what page to turn to. After the first few page turns, you'd given a choice, and it would tell you, based on the choice you made, which page to turn to. And ooh, hang on, let's alright, I'm gonna slow down. Now, I shouldn't get picked on. I'll just probably get scanned a lot while I'm here, but I shouldn't have any real issues because I don't have any cargo. Right? I just have... yeah, I should be fine.
Scan detected.
Yeah, see, someone's gonna scan me and they're gonna threaten me. I see all. And he's gonna scam me if you're still like, oh man, why don't you have anything I can say? I wasted effort. There's no cargo here. Yep, see, that's the most that'll happen to me. They're all gonna bug me now.
Fighter deployment sequence initiated.
So anyway, I got to choose an adventure book. I freaking got obsessed with it. I love the fact that I made choices and I died a lot. It was such an interesting concept to me that I never ever considered before, and I just liked that idea, and so I started devouring those choose your own adventure books. Check out these. Alright, so I feel like the stones aren't looking super full. What is happening? That better not be my ship. No, that's not my ship. Okay, thank goodness. My ship will try to defend itself if it has to, but I don't want it to be fighting people. Ooh. Look at that planet. It's so dark. Oh, and then there's some kind of fight going on over here. Who is this dude? He's just getting picked on. There's a lot of fighting going on over here. Like, it's like I'm here to just get some chill, like, screenshots, like, eye candy. It's like there's being shot at all over the place. Oh, and those are the stars? I think those are the main stars over there. Yeah, I'm gonna do some flybys of some of these rocks while I chat, so. Ooh. Wow. Oh, these are ice chunks. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They've never had this. Oh, hang on. I don't want to be backing up. They've never had this level of detail before, where I can be like, oh, this is a chunk of ice. That's really cool. Maybe that's why like this ring is fairly thin and it's icy, which is why like I wasn't able to see it very clearly. Oh, okay, and I'll get to the comment. So so just like Freezog Zorg is pointing out, if you just avoid places where there's combat, you typically can be fine. However, there are pirates who will look for you, so if you have expensive cargo, they will try and force you to eject the cargo and run away, or they'll destroy you and try and take the cargo. You can also just go into a place where people are generally hostile and they might attack you. So this place here, what's happening is you're seeing pirates who are trying to steal the things the miners are digging out of the rock, because you can actually do mining in this game. And like gather resources, process them, and either sell them or use them to enhance your own ship. And I picked a spot that was low risk. So what that means is effectively there's a lot of space police here, and they are helping patrol. And so like all these fights you're seeing are like between pirates and federal defense forces. Combat is really interesting. It's really dynamic. So like your ship normally autocorrects for like pitch, because normally in space you don't lose momentum just because you turn around and are boosting, but your ship will help compensate for that. But you can actually turn that off, and that's a lot better in like fighting most of the time, because you want to be able to like bury your weapons at somebody but not have to use a ton of your energy to try and slow down at the same time. So for instance, if you turn off your like auto corrections auto correction, auto flight correction. You could boost really fast away from your opponents, turn off the auto correction, flip your ship around while you're still traveling at a fast speed away from them, and fire your weapons at them, traveling backwards effectively. And so if you're really clever and skilled, you can really make combat your own, and can even win against ships that are better decked than you or bigger than you. I suck at combat though, and I don't really feel the need to learn how to be good at it. So you'll see me mostly playing it safe. I know I'm so boring, but like, it's just, I suck. I don't know if I want to get better at it. Because there's so much to do that's so much fun. But yeah, like you can actually mine. If I had a mining laser, I could show you like how you can like strip off pieces of these asteroids and then collect them. But like, look at that! Just look at this. It's so pretty here. Okay, continuing my story. So choose your own adventure. That's where it all started because I just loved the idea, and I quickly ran out of books. Wow, I'm out of ammo too. Oh, that's why. I quickly ran out of books that really covered the topic well. Like,
Scan detected.
I just couldn't find anything that really satisfied that desire to have a story where I felt like I was in control. Then I found video games in general. Like, I was pretty young then, so like, I mean, playing video games was kind of a thing, but like, besides Super Mario World, I hadn't played much until my dad got an Xbox. Then I played Halo, and I started getting introduced to the concept of video games, which kind of gives you some choice. But I was always disappointed in the choices that you were allowed or not allowed to make. Whereas, like Master Chief, like, I could choose how he fought the Flood, but I couldn't choose how he reacted to situations.
Vital retrieval sequence initiated.
Oh, going too fast, going too fast, going too fast. I'm gonna crash into my own ship. And like, it's like, I was always like, that's cool, but I wish there were more. Then enter stage left, the game called Knights of the Old Republic. Specifically Knights of the Old Republic 2. Knights of the Republic 1 came out before I really had an opportunity to buy anything like that. It's a Star Wars game, really fun, and the first one's super well story driven. Heard great things about it, but never got to play it really until number 2 came out. By then, I had a job and a budget, so I could buy myself a game. Yeah, they're both great games. I actually tried doing a series of Knights of the Republic, but I was having trouble making it. I was getting bored watching me play it, and so I decided to stop because doing the editing was just boring, and that was like just frustrating for me. So let's see if there's anything else I want to go see. Now we've seen a ring world. Well, we can go see one of these stations, even though like we won't be able to do any rescuing, and it won't be as awesome because it's like the alarm won't be playing off, but we can still go check one out and see what it's like when it's like in recovery mode. It looks like I'm gonna have to like jump out of this system. I can't jump through the ring. Creates one of the most well-written NPCs in any RPG I've played. Yeah, she has a really cool philosophical lines, like really making you think about stuff. She changed the way I saw good and evil, which is hilarious. But I have to admit, I think the story of the first game was much better. I feel like when the twist came, it hit me like a freight train, and it blew my mind. Cause like, I don't know, like, I mean, if I'd been really clever, I probably would have noticed, but I never, like, put it all together properly. I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know what it was until I finally did the grand reveal, and, like, it shows you everything that's happened that's pointed to exactly what's been going on the whole time right under your nose, and it's just like, holy crap, I don't even know what's real. But anyway. Oh, that sucks. I hate spoilers. Spoilers are the worst. But yeah, so like I played those games, and for the first time, I really felt like I understood what a choose your own adventure could be. Because that game, while the choices were like in the grand scheme inconsequential, I got to see my character, and then I compared it to my best friend. And it's funny because back then I always played like the feel good like Jedi character, and he always played the Sith character. And so I got to see both sides of the game and how like certain interactions changed. And I loved that we both had a very different experience while still having to do pretty much all the same boss fights. So I was just blown away. Oh, fetch! Here we are again. Oh my gosh, this one's violent. Oh no. Oh no, we have to check a look at this. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? Right. I'm like scared of this one. This thing is terrifying. Oh. What the heck? This thing is spinning so fast that it doesn't have a column of it's spewing out so much energy and it's spinning so quickly it doesn't look like a swirl. It just looks like beams of energy. What even is this? Like, I'm sure it must be like a white dwarf or something, but like, what exactly is it? Yeah, it's a white dwarf. But look how big those columns are. And the crazy thing is, this is close enough to Earth. This is probably a pretty good approximation of what this star probably really looks like in real life. Look at that thing! It's freaking bright! It's like you couldn't actually stare at it. That'd be way, way too bright. Oh my gosh. So freaking beautiful. And freaking dangerous too. I'm gonna get nice and far away from you. Yeah, because you can see it, so it is swirling. It is swirling, but it's swirling so intensely. Yeah, I would kill to be able to go see stuff like this in real life. Like, that's the thing that, okay, so another thing about Elite Dangerous. Why is Elite Dangerous so great? Because they put so much effort into trying to make things as scientifically accurate as possible. Is it perfect? No. Oh no! Oh my gosh. I went through its tail. Oh, I just almost had a heart attack. I just went through its tail. I just barely glanced it though. I just wasn't paying enough attention. I could have really messed up my ship if I hit that at the wrong angle. You get stuck. It's like an eddy, like a whirlpool, and you get stuck. No, you have to stay in there long enough to truly get a boost. Like, it was starting to get a boost. But you have to stay in it for a little while to get the true boost. But, yeah, no, I almost just messed up bad there. That would have been a 6 million credit mistake. No, I don't want to... Oh, that's what's happening. I'm an idiot. I forgot that I wasn't locked on. I was locked on to it because I was scanning it. And so I was trying to follow my indicator, and so I turned right towards it again, which is what happened. Oh, that would have been awful. I could have lost my ship there. But yeah, no, okay. To be said, I don't even remember what I was saying, actually. I completely lost the plot there. Yeah, love to see one of these things in my own eyes, but like, it'd be horrifying. Like, it'd be so scary too. Alright, let's get out of here. Goodbye, awesome white dwarf star. You were... Yeah, we almost got to see like, me dying. I would have cried then too. Well, not really. I would have cried. I was really sad because it's an expensive repair. Hello, Mr. Brainstar. Okay, so Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. Love those games. And that's where I became amazingly aware of BioWare and Obsidian. The two gaming, like the two game developers that until recently were pretty much my go-to for all the best games. Until recently. Stupid shareholders started getting in the way, and now look at what they're doing. Wow, now we couldn't find any rings, and now we're finding all the rings. Alright, no, I want to go here. There we go. This might take a bit, which is good, because I kind of need to, like, chat with you for a bit. I'll take a couple minutes. I'll probably do the Circle of Shame. And this one, too. Not Blizzard and Bethesda. Oh, Blizzard and Bethesda. Okay, I'll talk about that. So they were kind of a part of this, too, but not as much. Bethesda came later. Blizzard. Friends got into World of Warcraft. I really wanted to play World of Warcraft. Could not play World of Warcraft because my parents refused to let us have any games on the computer. It pretty much wasn't until I got this computer that I ever got to truly play online games. I had like a laptop for college that I started playing like a few games with my friends on, like Civ 5 and stuff like that, but I never had a gaming PC growing up of any kind. Probably couldn't have handled it anyway. So I wanted to play World of Warcraft, really couldn't. Matter of fact, I recently subscribed to World of Warcraft just to start playing it a little bit. I'm actually going to probably drop that subscription now because I want to play it with friends, but more importantly, I want to play Classic mode, so I'm going to wait till that comes out. But anyway, Bethesda. Bethesda was the games I discovered later. Like I never really got on board with like my friend got Fallout 3. I thought the game was awesome, but I never like owned it. Fallout New Vegas came out, and I had a blast when I could play it, but I didn't get to play it much because once again, couldn't really own it. But I loved the times I did spend with them, but those games were different because the choices in them, maybe the Mojave was a little different. Like that one, it really felt like your choices kind of mattered, but in most of them, it really didn't. Like it changed one little thing and then was like never referenced again. So while it was fun to play, I don't really consider it part of my journey to visual novels because it didn't really give me something new that like led me towards gameplay mechanics that would like bring me to visual novels as my like true love. Because the choices in there were very small, but the world building was great and like very enjoyable. But Obsidian and BioWare really like grabbed on for stuff. And Obsidian was kind of, that's where Obsidian and Bethesda, when they intersected, that's where you get New Vegas, and that's still arguably, in my opinion, the best game they've ever come up with in the Fallout universe because it had more interesting stuff than Fallout 3 or 4. Fallout 3 or 4 are great games. I love Fallout 4, beat the crap out of that game, but its story and characters just weren't as memorable. Then we get to Mass Effect, and there you go. I mean, you take space, which, by the way, we are coming across right now a station in orbit around a water world. So, if you've ever played Subnautica, that's where you end up. It's a place like that. So this station should be needing repair, so we're going to take like a look around it and kind of check it out. Because it's been attacked by the Thargoids, which are the alien menace that they found in this game that are now threatening to try and wipe us out somehow. They're going to rehaul some of the combat with them too, so it's going to be more interesting in the future. But so Mass Effect came out. Oh my gosh, I love that game so much. Oh my goodness, that game, it was meant to be. From the beginning, I knew that game was going to be one of my favorite games of all time, and I was not wrong. Commander Shepard's a fantastic character. The character choices weren't all that great, but they were there when it counted. Like I liked being able to affect the storyline, but the world building was what really captured my attention, and like the character designs were really good. Mass Effect 1, so Justin, you're saying Mass Effect 1 had a favorite story of the three of them, although they're all good, won't speak for Andromeda. Yeah, never even bothered playing Andromeda. My friend played it and he said he enjoyed it, but like, I tried watching some of it because I was like hearing bad things about it, and like just watching it, I was just like, yeah, this would annoy me. Like, especially the main character. Like, if I can't even fall in love with the character I'm supposed to be playing, I was like, can I really, like, truly enjoy the game? Not me. I guess I like Takaru, and I really hated him at first, so maybe I'm just biased. But yeah. Here, real quick, so this is a station. This was under attack by Thargoids, and you can see the scarring from their weapons. Looks like they're struggling too. Like, I'm gonna go land in there so we can take a peek at like the inside, but you can see like the Thargoids use explosives and acid-based attacks, and so you can see like the acid on them. So this station is trying to recover, but it's freaking. It's just cool. It's cool that they allow the Thargoids to actually have a dramatic effect on like the galaxy as a whole, which is something I like about Elite Dangerous too. Anyway, so Mass Effect, The galaxy they build, fantastic. The enemies, the Reapers, such a cool bad guy. Mass Effect 1, I think, had the best story. Mass Effect 2 had some of the best quests and gameplay and music. Mass Effect 3 sadly was the worst, but mostly because like I had to resolve stuff. And I feel like that's always tough to do.
Request approved. Vector for approach to landing pad 10.
Scan detected.
So you guys saw a starport that was healthy, and you got to come in, like, you had advertisements outside, and everything looked good. This is one that's been attacked, and, like, look, systems offline, under repair. It's really cool when you have to, like, come into the one, because, like, when it's like, been recently attacked, and you're, like, trying to rescue people, like, you come in here, it's, like, on fire. It's so, like, it really feels so visceral. And look at this, like, it's still, like, it definitely feels very, I feel there's like smoky in here, and like the lighting's not working properly. There's still debris, like kind of floating around a little bit. That's a hauler. That was my second ship. Definitely sold it quickly though. I hated that ship. Yeah, Fallout. Mass Effect 3. You're very right. The expanded ending. The first ending actually was disappointing. I never was in the field of like, I hate what happened here and everyone's getting so mad about it. I was just disappointed because it felt very hollow, and there's a lot of questions, important questions, that were left unanswered that the expanded did help, at least. It helped make it feel more like, it made it feel better, but like, the ride leading up to that final fight was still pretty freaking fun. I liked being able to see, probably my favorite thing about Mass Effect 3, this is really what mattered to me about Mass Effect 3 and why I do still love the heck out of that game, is that all your decisions kind of came to a head there. A lot of them were text-based, so you didn't really get to feel it super well, but you had a lot of, like, your smaller decisions in the first two games would have an effect on your final score for the final battle, and I liked that a lot. Alright, so what kind of, like, I can't accept any of these missions, but like, I'm curious what their missions even are. Oh yeah, there's no missions available. So what would I even do here? Like, I think they pretty much just need stuff. Like, you bring them, like, it's like a list of basic supplies, and then you sell it to them. I think that's pretty much all that they would have me do here. Let's enter the hangar and take a pick around in here. This game is so beautiful. It's just, I can revel in it all day, especially if I get to show it off. Yeah, I think next week I'll probably do a much better, like, expose of the game and really explore some fun elements. Oh, that's what we haven't done. We haven't landed on a planet yet, so let's go do that, because that's always fun. Especially because I get to see the news, like dark vision mode, because I'll probably won't be able to see anything. Alright, we're way out here, but we've got some good choices of planets to land on. Let's do this one. It looks like it'd be fun, and it's close to that planet, so we'll probably get some cool skyboxes. Backstreet Boys are larger than life. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because I have a group, gaming group. We get together on Mondays and we play Elder Scrolls Online. Not my favorite MMO, but they like it, and I like playing with them, because they're my friends. And we've made a guild on there, and like we found ourselves, we're always singing off-key songs the whole time we're playing, like making like just references to random music. And so we decided to call our guild the Backstreet Bards. It's such a stupid name, but I love it. It needs telling me to land again. So anyway, so Mass Effect 3, freaking amazing. I'm terrified that Anthem's gonna suck. I'm probably not gonna buy Anthem because it's like that. Oh, speaking of space games, you holding out hope for Star Citizen? Funny you should ask that. I did buy one of those ships that I've been able to fly like once in a tiny little space that didn't really matter. That game's I'll believe it when I see it at this point. I'll own the game if it ever comes out. I've definitely paid for it. Stupid freaking... I am not convinced it is going to ever come out, or if it does, it'll be in like 10 freaking years. I want it to be good too. Elite Dangerous is by far the superior game, because it's actually a game. I like the concept of being able to walk around, and Elite Dangerous, like the creators, they really want to make that happen. So like it might, like the stuff we want in Star Citizen might be in Elite Dangerous before it actually is in Star Citizen. Although I did have a really funny thing happen in that game. I'll get to, like, let me finish my path to visual novels real quick, and then remind me about my Star Citizen story, because I had a really funny experience with my buddy when we first got to play in that, like in the alpha servers. Mass Effect kind of came and went. Oh yeah, but BioWare always had my heart. Like, I love Jade Empire. I honestly think that's one of their best games. Like, it really sadly flew under the radar for a lot of people, but it's a fantastic game. And I've been interested in their stuff ever since. Hopefully they can get their stuff together and make good games again. But then things kind of went quiet for a while, because like for a long time I went through and I was just like, Mass Effect was pretty much the premiere. Like, I'm never gonna really find anything that good again, especially when I saw Andromeda. Like when things like Andromeda were starting to like be told and they kind of fall apart. Although that kind of is part of after I found visual novels, if I'm really honest, I think. Then came YouTube, and I had a friend growing up, one of my best friends. Actually, I went to her wedding. That's the wedding I went to when I like vanished for a weekend. I was a man of honor for her wedding. I was one of her, like, I stood there with the maids of honor as like her representative of like one of her closest friends. Very proud to be there. And got to see her married, and it was a wonderful experience. And she introduced me to anime. My first ever anime watched with her was Full Metal Alchemist, which we watched like 3 episodes of, because she wanted to pick something that like she felt in general I would like. I didn't like it. Then she showed me Baccano, and holy crap, that thing blew my mind. That show is still one of my favorite anime of all time. Probably mostly for nostalgia, but also because it's a freaking amazing anime. Just wonderful characters, crazy plot, and amazing story to tell. And that was kind of the kickoff, but like I watched anime very casually, like pretty much only watched it with her. And so as I got out of college and I started being at home a lot more with my boys, I was like, I really want to watch something, and I've been hearing a lot about Toradora as being a really good, like really cute, but really good like starter anime. And I was like, I really want to watch this. And I looked, and I found out that Crunchyroll had it. And ironically had it in dubbed and subbed. And I was just like, okay, I'll try one of those free trials. And so I watched it, fell in love with it, and I've been paying for Crunchyroll ever since. Really got into the anime scene. And so then I started following anime YouTubers. Once you know it, I find the Anime Man, and I find Lost Pause, and Akidearist, and Anime Man and Lost Pause. How I found Lost Pause was because Anime Man and Lost Pause did a collaboration where they read their name of a story about the second season of Baccano. Yeah. My soul was crushed too, and it was post. Like, I read somewhere where like about the joke, and that was the first time I heard about it, but I saw the phrase Baccano Season 2, and I was like, oh! Well, that plan looks really cool. So I started watching anime, and so I watched Anime Man, and they did a collaboration with each other where they read a like super off-brand visual novel story about I think the whole premise of the story was that Bowser Stupid. Bowser goes to kidnap Princess Peach, you know, because that's what he's wont to do. Because he's a freak like that. And then but like somebody was standing in for her because she was like busy or something. And so he gets kidnapped by Bowser, and then like they hang out and they start playing the Wii, and then they end up like making out and like having sex and stuff. It's like super awkward and hilarious. By the way, so I'm gonna land on this planet. It looks freaking beautiful. Like it looks like it's caught on fire, but it looks freaking amazing. We're gonna land on this.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Let's not aim for the mountain per se. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Yeah, it looks a bit toasty. Alright, so you're gonna fly in. And that planet looks really like chill. Alright. Now we're gliding. Like, honestly, okay, so I don't even know if the video's still up anymore, honestly, because, like, unfortunately, Anime Man Lost Pause had a falling out. But, like, I'm sure you can get it somewhere. I have no idea where. Yeah, let's just let's go to the carbon. We're gonna fly into the carbon portion of the game. Yeah, so yeah, but like, I know you're just kidding, but like, if you like, it's actually a sight to behold. It's worth watching the video because it's a ridiculous visual novel. It's so funny. All right, well, as long as the ship won't crash, it's. Oh, right, that's right. We're gonna land. I don't want to do a freaking tour like that. We're gonna land this sucker. All right, let's not crash into the ground. Mission 1: do not impact into the surface of the planet. By the way. When I said don't impact into the surface of the planet, I might need to. Okay, we're leveling out. I was falling much faster than I should have. I was only 2 kilometers off the ground. Yeah, no, like. You need to read, if you don't mind the more risque topics. Oh, I bet you that's been taken down because of YouTube policy. Dang it! It was such a funny video. And it also might have been taken down because, like, the two of them had a falling out. And so, like, I don't know if they keep that up after that. But, yeah, so I watched that, and then Anime Man did a playthrough about a guy who went to an all-girls school, had to dress up like a girl. Man, he played weird stuff. And then, I don't know, like, so he's playing visual novels, and I just was getting sucked into them. Like, they were my favorite thing that he did on his channel. I was like, I love this story, I want to see what happens next. And then, he stopped doing them. I don't know if it was just because he just wasn't interested anymore, or if he's having issues with YouTube or something, but he stopped. And I got really frustrated. I was like, come on, play some more. I want to see more visual novels. Because, like, they really caught my attention. And I was really, like, interested in seeing what would happen in the next stories or whatever. Because he, like, teased some of the ones he was thinking about playing. And then he came out with, like, a video where he's just like, hey, so, I've decided I don't want to do gameplay videos as much anymore. And I was like, oh, well, guess that's it then. And then I started thinking, I was like, well, why don't I just go find some? I mean, they've got to be out there somewhere. Sure enough, one of the ones he was talking about doing, which was called Sound of Drop Falling to Poison, was on Steam. And I was like, huh. Well, maybe I should get this. And then around that time in my life, I also had been struggling because, oh, fetch. I had Great Furry behind me, and now it's there. Okay. I'd been struggling because I'd moved to a new place, and I was like kind of alone and didn't really have any like friends around anymore. And so like I was stuck at home a lot with the boys, and just like I don't know, it's just like I was really like kind of. I was having a hard time when it came to just like life because I had nothing to focus on. I'm the kind of person who likes to have a goal to work on. There's 2 signatures. Someone followed you. Wait, what? What are you saying, Freezorg? Like 2 signatures. Someone followed you. Are you saying like in the game? Oh, like there's another ship coming around. I think a pirate was trying to see if I had any goodies, but I'm landed, so it's not likely he's gonna do anything to me. All right. Now let's go onto the surface of a planet. Oh boy. I suck at driving in this game, by the way, so do not expect this to be very pretty.
Low gravity warning.
Did she say low gravity warning or high gravity warning? Yeah, here we go. This is the surface. I've had people talk my park ship while I was driving on the planet before. Oh yeah, there's actually a way to kind of take care of that. You stop your car and you go. No, that's not really what I meant. There. Where's the? Yeah, dismiss ship.
Ship dismissed.
And now my ship is going to fly off into orbit and keep itself safe, so no one can come and attack it. Ooh, oh crap, you brought fate into this. Hang on, we will get to there as soon as I finish my story. So, that was really the beginning of it. So I found myself in a time in my life where I was really stressed out because I was watching children full time in a new city. I had no friends to really talk to or do anything with. I'd always wanted to do YouTube content, but never thought I had anything interesting to say. And then I discovered visual novels, and it kind of all came together. I was just like, well, hang on. I love visual novels. I've loved this concept, and literally no one I know cares. Like, all my friends, like, I told them about visual novels and showed them some videos, and they were just like, did not care. And I was like, alright, well, screw it. I don't really care. Like, no one's going to probably see it anyway. But I've always wanted to try doing YouTube videos. So how about I do recordings of myself playing a visual novel and talking about it, discussing the finer points of the story. And just upload it, just to see if I have what it takes, even to enjoy it. And I found I actually really liked making the video, and even just having a few people who found it, like the few who actually found my channel early on, like, it was just fun. And so I just started doing it. And then, like, people started to find me, like trickles of people. Like, it took a year to get like 50 subscribers. But it was fine because like there was like 3 or 4 of them who were like really excited to see my stuff and play Sunrider and Sound of Drop, and like I tried doing some other games, but I just found that I didn't find it as enjoyable. Like, unless I was playing the game with another person, I didn't feel like I was very good at doing good commentary on a game like this, because I get too focused in the gameplay and I don't make consistent storytelling, and I'm not a funny person. I mean, I can kind of say some humorous stuff, but I'm not like a big joker. By the way, this is turret mode, so I can shoot stuff. But I just started making it because it's like, if there's anyone out there who likes this stuff too, it'd be fun to meet them and to talk to them about it. So let's start. Oh, there's like something glowing over there. Let's head over there. So I decided to just go for it, and then here we are, 2 years later, and man, oh man, it's been a trip, and I love it. I still love making videos. I love the editing process, and it's so much fun hearing your comments and stuff. I still think that when muv-luv ends, it'll kind of be the death of my channel, because I don't know. I hope I can give you guys something to come back for, and that can become a source where you can be like, oh, he's playing this game, maybe I should check it out. You know, like, I want to be able to be like somebody whose taste you can come to like trust and all that. But like, oh, hello, Mikey. You need to go back to bed. No, one of my boys is awake. 1 sec, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, car. Oh. You need to be sleeping. Oh, little monkeys. Sneaking out of bed. Probably was being too loud. Oh well. One of these days, I'm going to get a webcam. You'll probably see them sneak into the room. But, like, well, actually, I have a webcam. I just haven't been able to make it work well with OBS. Like, I know it can, but, like, they just don't get along right now. I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, so, now look where we are. Visual novels. Freaking awesome. Favorite games, because they're so focused on the game, on the characters, which has always been my favorite part of any video game. Character development, character arcs, and then I loved the idea of having so much choice and having multiple endings, and how like it kind of came right back to the concept of the choose your own adventure, and just now we're here. I hope they never stop. I hope we keep having new companies come up, like Pixel Fade making new ones. I hope Japan keeps making great ones, and we get to have them ported over here and translated. Muv-luv has become like a defining part of my channel. Oh. Ooh, that's close. Almost rolled. Muv-luv's become kind of a big definition part of my channel, and like I said, there's a big part of me that's afraid that like when Muv-luv's gone, most of my audience will go with it, but that's not a huge deal, because while I do like the idea that there are people who are excited to watch my stuff, I ultimately do it for me, so it's really not that huge of a deal. Alright, so Justin, coming back to you. So you watched Fate Stay Night, doing 6. Okay. Love the story, wikied it, and it's adapted from a visual novel, one downloaded with an English patch, haven't looked back. Yeah, that's a good place to start, my friend. I honestly, I'm considering doing that on this channel. I'd love it if they could get an official, like, English patch. Like, cause there's a fine line when, especially working with Japanese studios and Japanese content, I don't want to be taking stuff that developers wouldn't want me to use on my channel. And I feel like when I start downloading, like, maybe if I buy the game and then download the patch, like, through the proper channels, maybe that would make me feel better about it. But there's still a part of me to be like, you know, if they wanted this to be used and seen and advertised and talked about in America, they would allow it to be, and they haven't. So, like, I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to feel about that, but I want to play Fate so badly, because I love the anime. That's one downside, though. Most of the time, if I know there's a visual novel, I usually won't watch the anime, because I don't want to spoil it. Because I want to... Okay, hang on. Is the ground shaking, or is it just me? No. The ground is actually shaking. Am I on a volcano? That could be bad. Huh. I've never seen volcanoes before, but they've added stuff to the beta, so maybe there's something going on. I'm gonna keep my ears out. Anyway, so we'll see. I'd love to play the fake games though, because even though I know absolutely scientific activity counted. Excellent. But yeah, like I love the fake games. As a matter of fact, I'm super active on Fate Grand Order. It's like, it's not really even a visual novel, or even close to a visual novel, but man, that game's fun. It's because I know the characters, and they like got some decent writing, not great, but decent writing, and I've had some good luck and got some good servants and stuff. It's just fun. It's a fun universe to imagine being a part of, despite all the death and horror and bloodshed. Oh no. And the terrible idea that the Holy Grail even is to begin with. Because, let's be honest, like, it isn't even worth it. I've never seen an instance where it's really truly been worth it. It's always like they work so hard to get their wish, and it's just like, yeah, so do you want to find a way to just screw over humanity? Because that's pretty much all I can do. But whatever. If you haven't watched it, don't worry, I'm not really spoiling anything. Just like watch it and enjoy it, because it's about the journey and the characters that really matters. And lots of gender bending. Lots and lots of gender bending. But yeah, so Fate as a series is good. Oh, I really want to see what is it? Heaven's Feel? Yeah, the movie, like the movies that take the sucker routes. I want to see those movies. I missed the first one, and that meant I didn't want to go see the second one because I knew I'd regret it. So I have to wait until they come out on DVD, but I'm really thinking about buying them when they all come out. I know, like they made a huge big deal about at the recent New York Con about how the second movie's coming out, but I'm gonna wait till they're all out and I'm gonna watch them, like, because if I don't think I can handle it if I can only watch one of them, especially if it's not the first one. So I'm gonna have to figure that out on my own. But yeah, I want to watch that one. Though the only one close to the theater shows them. Yeah, I'm lucky enough. I live somewhere where there's a theater that kind of routinely shows anime stuff. And matter of fact, every year around this time of year, they do a Ghibli festival. So they show all the classic Studio Ghibli movies, or at least a good amount of them. So my wife had never seen Spirited Away before, and I got to take her to that this year, and that was really fun. She actually really enjoyed it. She enjoys the anime. I pick and choose anime to show her, but she really loves them. She loves Erased as a series. She loves Cells at Work, Sweetness and Lightning. She enjoyed. She loves Your Name. Like, I'm really glad I got that one. Like, I watched it in theaters. I loved it to pieces. I brought it home. Got it for Christmas. She loved that one too. Like, I'm being pretty. I'm very picky about the ones I show her because I want her to like anime. So I'm careful. Ooh, another one, Summer Wars. If you've never seen an anime before, like it's a great one to start people off. If you want to see them, show them like what anime can be without it being too over the top. Wait. So I've lost the plot a little bit with your comments. You said I heard this movie's pretty sad. You're talking about Your Name. Have you not seen Your Name? Because if you're talking about Your Name, like, you need to see it. Oh my gosh, that movie's freaking amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have to go watch that movie. It's probably the best anime movie, in my opinion. Like, it's so impactful. As far as sad, okay. What am I even looking at here, anyway? Oh, these are rare resources that are being held. And that's an automated turret that will shoot missiles at me or my ship if I get too close. But see, if I could get to those, I could actually steal the valuable resources and sell them. But I'm not going to do that, because I'm a coward. And it's usually, honestly, not even worth it. I can make so much more money by just escorting rich people around the galaxy. And it's much more fun. It's like, I don't understand why anyone would do that. No, Your Name... Like any good movie, it has its ups and downs. It has its sad moments, it has its happy moments, it has its funny moments, it has its infuriating moments. But overall, the movie's fantastic, and you should absolutely go see it. I would honestly, like, if I could, I would invite you to my house, and I would watch it with you, because I love showing people that movie. And actually, that one's actually pretty readily available, because it did so successful, both domestically in Japan and internationally. You could probably go to a Best Buy, and you could buy... Your Name probably for like $20. Like, it's probably there. Ooh, here's a slope. But yeah, so I'm picky about the ones I show my wife, but she's like, so far she does like anime. Some. I don't think she'd like Fate, but that's mostly because it's pretty bloody. Man, no. Oh yeah, rent on YouTube. Honestly, rental on YouTube is so expensive. I guess it's like $3, but it's like, yeah, no, it's good. Especially, it's a good one to plop down. And like, it's another good one I would actually recommend for someone who's never seen anime before, because it's so slice of lifey. It doesn't have a ton of the tropes that kind of make anime seem a little weird for someone who's never seen it before. But no, and Your Name. Ooh, and here's another thing though. If you're gonna watch Your Name, really, you gotta make sure you better have good headphones, or watch it on a TV with a decent sound system, because the music and sound quality of that anime are mind blowing. And if you don't have a good way to listen to it, like, you really are gonna cheapen the experience for yourself. So absolutely try and make sure you've got a good way of listening to it as you watch it. Alright, I think I'm far enough away now. I will call back my ship and we will see where it lands. So where is it? It'll land somewhere close by. Oh yeah, cool. By the way, there's the planet that's kind of that we're orbiting with a ring around it. That looks really pretty. Man, this game is gorgeous. Whoa, whoa. Oh, that's my ship. That was my ship jumping in. There it is. Hello. Oh, it's so cool. It's coming to pick me up. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, true. Like, no matter how much you play this game, it's awesome. And if you can play this game in VR, like, first off, awesome. Second off, like, I hope your heart's healthy because it will kill you. Because there's things that'll just pop out in front of you. It's like, oh, there's a star in your face. Hope you're not going to die. Okay, so star system. So, we get the game. We're in alpha. We're like, all right, it's planet time to get together. So we get on together, and we're like, oh, by the way, also, like, we're talking about pretty. Like, here, while I tell this story, let's just look at this. Freaking amazing. So we're like, all right, we're gonna hop on. We're gonna jump in our little stinky little ships and fly around for a little while. So we did that. We jumped in. We flew around. We're having fun, whatever. And then we did the thing where we're like, well, one of the best parts about being able to walk around in your sci-fi game with starships is being able to like take each other on rides. So he parked his ship. I climbed inside his ship, and we flew off, and it was great. And we're having a lot of fun. So we're flying around, but the system's kind of glitchy. I don't know if they fixed this stuff yet because I haven't bothered to check it for a while. And we're just in the ship, and I remember I was trying to lay down in his bed because the bed in his ship had your character would lay down on their back, and looking up, you would have a clear plate so you could just see the stars. But I wanted to see what it looked like while we were traveling at warp. Like, look through the plate. So I was trying to click on the bed to have my character lay down in his bed. I clicked. And I was like, my character didn't climb into bed, but I heard like a sound. And I look over. I'd opened the door. Like, the door to, like, get out of a landed starcraft. It just opened. We're traveling at warp. Just open. I was like, well, that's weird. So I go take a look. Game decides that because I took one step towards the door, I wanted to leave. And so, boop, I'm suddenly in the middle of nowhere, floating between nothing. And I see the dot that is my friend and his ship fading away. The number of distance going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I scream. I tell him what's happened. He stops his ship. He's already hundreds of thousands of kilometers away from me. So we're like, oh no, what do we do? I'm literally just floating out in the middle of the void. And there's nothing I can do. And he has to try and use warp, because if he tried to fly to me in real time, it was literally going to take like 7 hours for him to fly back to me in normal speeds. So then we played the most obnoxious game of cat and mouse I've ever played. Oh yeah. And by the way, I'm going to get as close to the ship. I'm going to do something for scale, because I want to show you like just how big. Because like the game can feel small because you see everything through the cockpit. Okay. So I can't really go into my turret mode because I'm too close to the ship, but here's the thing. You see... You'll see the top of my screen. Oh, actually, I can use the turret here, so I better, if I stop. Where I'm pointing the reticle, that right there, that's a 10-foot tall view screen, like a window. So if you were standing in the ship, that would be the height of a standard, like your floor to the ceiling of your bedroom. That's how tall that pane of glass is in the front. So this ship, in reality, is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories tall. This thing like, my house could sit underneath this thing. Comfortably. And I have that as a ship. Freaking massive. So yeah, I'm floating in the middle of empty space. And so he has to try and figure out how in the heck he's gonna find me. So what we had to do, we had to coordinate, where like, I would tell him like in general like where I was, and he would then jump, and he would hang on, where's okay, board ship. There we go. And comes the grass wall. And so, like, he would, like, turn around and you try and face me as best he could. Like, he tried and line the dot exactly in the middle of his reticle. Yeah, Marco Polo's biggest pool in the galaxy. So he tried and focus his reticle on me. And then he would jump for as short a time as possible. And he would, when he would jump, he would then jump out. And then we'd have to realign with where he ended up in comparison to me. And then we would say like, okay, like here's as far as you are. Let's try this again. And so he would like jump, and like every time we'd be way off the mark. Like he'd zip past me, and we'd have to try and start over, and he'd do it again, we'd do it again. We're just trying to get close enough where he could fly to me. After about 45 minutes of trying, and I literally was saying like, look, man, I'll just like, oh yeah, because I tried to log out and log back in, hoping I would just be back at the starport. No, I'm still drifting in space. So like, well, I don't even know what I could do. Like, I was stuck. And the only thing I could think was that if I stayed out there long enough, I might eventually starve to death. And maybe I'd spawn back at my place. But we don't know. We didn't have to find out because eventually he got a jump that was close enough that we waited 30 minutes for him to like be able to like not 30 minutes, but like the 15-20 minutes it took for him to actually fly to me, and he actually rescued me. I opened the door, I climbed back inside, and we flew back to the spaceport with me cowering in fear in the center of his ship, terrified that we were gonna have to do that again. Because can you imagine a worse fate than having to freaking drift aimlessly in the void and just hope you could get rescued? Yeah, it would make for a good story. That was probably the best part of the whole experience. Everything else about that game was kind of guff and just kind of like not even really worth it. But alright, so I think that's probably enough for tonight. I've got some stuff I need to do to get ready for tomorrow. This first taste of Elite Dangerous, definitely not ideal. I spent too much time having to freaking click buttons and like assign buttons to stuff. Really would like to take you guys on some more adventures, actually take you through the trails of a white dwarf star, maybe visit a black hole, and more importantly, just get a goof around. Maybe even do a couple missions. Like if I can find a place to do rescue missions, do something like that. But next time I'll be a bit more prepared, and probably won't even be in the beta. I think the beta ends in a little while, like in the next week or two. So I will probably just be in my normal account. Of course, the beta drop will end, and I think shortly after that they'll actually publish the official update like fully. So maybe I'll try and play it a bit more and make sure I got all the buttons down, so I don't have to spend half my time going like what do I do? But this is gonna be a good game. This is one I'd love to show off. This one, it's also chill because I get to like chat with you. We had to turn some good stories. Yeah, I'm glad you got to see this. If you like space stuff, this is a great one. It's kind of like you get to pick how you handle stuff, but I have to admit the grind is pretty long and pretty dull, so buckle up. But definitely worth a consideration if you like it. So anyway, I guess the next time I'll talk to you guys will be on Monday when I get to jump back into muv-luv, which is getting crazier and crazier. And then yeah, next week I'll probably do Elite Dangerous next week unless unless something else comes up that's more pressing, but I doubt it because This is going to be fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Of course, if you have suggestions on future streams you'd like to get, especially with the community tab now available, just drop me a line in one of those. You can drop comments on those things. It'd be a great place. Or especially if you're on the Discord, jump in the Discord. Ask for recommendations. I have VR recommendations. I might put up some live stream recommendations if I start hearing from people. But go ahead and put stuff there if you're interested. I'm always interested in trying something new for a live stream. Just don't expect me to finish it, because I have no idea. Like, I might finish it, I might not. Just depends. Bowser being a riot. That would be, instant banning. I can feel the oh shoot, what's it called? Demonetization. I can feel the demonetization now. The funny thing is, though, so I'm technically monetized to the channel now because YouTube accepted me as a partner because I hit like their little milestone of 1,000 subscribers. I don't think I've ever seen an ad on any of my videos, and I don't think you guys have either. I don't think there are any advertisers that are interested in advertising on a channel that focuses on stuff like mine, and that's fine. It's just interesting that like almost all my videos are like, yep, great for monetization, not a single ad. I'd be very curious if you guys see ads when you click on my videos. I'd love to know because I'm curious if that's actually happening. But definitely haven't seen any indications of such. But yeah, so enough blabbing. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for just letting me kind of chill and do my own thing and enjoy the vastness of space. And we'll hopefully be able to return here pretty soon. But until the next video you watch with me or whatever you see me in next, and possibly Wild Romance if I ever actually find it, I'll see you guys later. Bye!